Coming up on the Daily O, a massive new fundraising initiative launched by the university. We'll show you OSU's plan to help fund education.
And an overnight gas leak in Weatherford left hundreds displaced. We'll show you how cleanup efforts are proceeding. All this and more is coming up. The Daily O starts now.
Good evening and welcome to the Thursday edition of the Daily O. I'm Addison McBride.
And I'm Reagan Lee. We're glad you're with us. Oklahoma State University announces a new $2 billion fundraising campaign this morning.
The goal of the campaign is to provide every OSU student with a scholarship.
Our own Tyler Tripodi was there to see the impact a single scholarship can have.
Scholarships can change a student's life, and for Lizzie Cowan, that life-changing moment came at the perfect time.
Because I just found out that my previous funding is ending in spring of 26, so I would have been having to work more hours to save money for that, so this is literally a blessing from God. That's what this is.
Cowan is the first recipient of the Code Calls Scholarship Fund, part of a bigger fundraising initiative announced today by Oklahoma State University. The goal will see OSU aim to raise $2 billion by the summer of 2030. With an objective of getting every student at OSU a renewable scholarship, OSU President Dr. Jim Hess says this will affect students for years to come.
$2 billion fundraising goal is absolutely pivotal to our future together. We are prepared to meet this moment with optimism and hope and a sense of urgency that will ensure a legacy that will thrive for generations far beyond today.
Money raised from this campaign is for students. That means scholarships, facilities, athletics, and even a new career readiness plan.
So every student, when they arrive on our campus, will have an academic advisor, a career readiness advisor, an alumni mentor, and a donor connected to them who helped sponsor them.
And with $900 million already raised, implementation of the plan will begin next fall. Dr. Hess says this campaign shines a spotlight on OSU's place in higher education.
It's a historic opportunity, and it's a reminder that Oklahoma State University is the people's university. As a land-grant institution, that is our mission, and we will never shy away from that.
That mission rings even more true for Cowan, who says she now wants to be on the other side of the equation.
Hopefully one day I can be a donor. That's something that now that this has been given to me, I hope to try to relay that again when I get older and have some funds.
Reporting from the McKnight Center, Tyler Tripodi, The Daily O.
Joining us live in the studio from the Code Calls campaign is Megan Horton. Megan, thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank you for having me.
Well, we saw a little bit in the package just now, but what is the Code Calls campaign? Give us a little, summary of that.
Sure. So the Code Calls is a unified branding and comprehensive fundraising campaign. OSU is really unique in that with this launch, we are not only launching a new brand platform for Oklahoma State, but also a historic fundraising campaign along with it. So our donors, alumni, students, faculty, staff, all of the messaging is the same, and that's what a unified campaign is.
And then your title is Associate Vice President of Brand Management. Mm-hmm. You've obviously done a lot of work that has went into this. What kind of has the process been like preparing all of this?
Sure. Well, it's certainly been a team effort. And I think, the Cowboy Code talks about the Cowboy family and how we do things together, and this campaign is a great example of that. It's been a huge partnership between our team, the brand management team, the OSU Foundation, athletics, alumni, admissions, and all of our partners across the OSU system at our branch institutions. So there's been a lot of work to get to this point. We have had months of research and creative development. It was very important for the team working on this that the messaging and this all the materials really resonate with our people and that it feels authentic. So that's why we really felt the Cowboy Code and this brand platform was the right opportunity for Oklahoma State.
Yeah. You talked a little bit about the team behind this. Who's leading this team for the campaign?
Sure. Well, on the fundraising side, of course, everyone saw Blair Atkinson, the president of the foundation today, talk about the vision for that. This all pillars up to President Hess and his vision for what he wants to do for students. In terms of building the campaign, it's been a partnership between our team, brand management, the foundation, specifically to build all the materials and everything that you saw today, from the t-shirts to messaging to the new commercial.
And then there's the different pillars in this campaign. You know, there's a lot of different moving parts. What are some of those different areas that it covers?
Sure. So there's 4 key pillars: living the cowboy way, powering progress. Oh goodness, I'm trying to remember all of them today.
There's a lot. It covers a lot.
Day.
It's been a big day.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I know there's been some money raised so far. How much has been raised?
There's been nearly $900 million already raised, so we're already well down the track on meeting the $2 billion goal.
And then what kind of fundraisers have happened so far to raise that money? Or donors?
There's been a lot of donor support. I believe the number Blair shared today is more than 80,000 contributors across our alumni and donor database. So there's been small gifts, there's been large gifts, but certainly a lot of people have contributed to get to this point.
And then why do you think, you know, an operation like this is so important for OSU, and how does it separate us from the other universities out there?
Sure. So our people differentiate Oklahoma State. So this campaign is not just a moment, it's a movement. It's a cultural movement for all of us. It's incredibly important because our students need our support. And OSU has a lot to be proud of. We have a lot of successes. And this campaign gives us a platform to really propel our reputation forward, for everyone to have something to be proud of, but also for us to build something big together for the future of Oklahoma State.
Absolutely. Well, Megan, I know you've had a long and busy day. You're probably ready to get home. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm going to go ahead and send it back to Reagan in the studio.
Thank you.
Thanks, Addison. What's awesome things we have going on here at OSU. A serious hazardous materials incident rocked a western Oklahoma town late last night. In Weatherford, Oklahoma, around 10 p.m., a tanker truck began leaking anhydrous ammonia in a hotel parking lot, prompting mass evacuations. Authorities say the leak forced hundreds of residents to leave their homes or shelter in place. Some 300 to 600 people were displaced and relocated to emergency shelters as first responders battled the plume. Teams treated at least 36 people for respiratory distress, with 11 of those transferred to regional hospitals and 4 reported in critical condition. If you live in that area, keep doors and windows closed, avoid using HVAC systems until cleared, and follow guidance from local emergency officials.
Minutes before a scheduled execution, Oklahoma Governor Kevin Stitt granted clemency for Tremaine Wood. Wood had been on Oklahoma's death row for over 20 years. He was sentenced to death for the murder of 19-year-old Ronnie Whipp. He has denied all involvement. The execution was set to begin at 10 at the Oklahoma State Penitentiary in McAllister. Stitt says after a thorough review of the facts, he has chosen to accept the board's recommendation for life without parole. This marks the second time Stitt has granted clemency for a death row inmate.
It was still surprisingly warm out today, but you ain't seen nothing yet. Grayson has it in our weather center. Grayson?
Thank you, guys. Just like they said, we did get a little back in warm weather today. As you can see, it is 80 degrees and it feels like 79. We also have winds coming at us with about 11 miles per hour coming out of the southeast. As you can see in this picture off of campus, we did have clear skies today, and like we said, it was warm, so get ready for warmer temperatures throughout the week. Let's take it back to the desk.
Thanks, Grayson. When we return, if you've been thinking about stormproofing your home, One Oklahoma initiative has 10,000 reasons why you should.
And a WWE Hall of Famer is making his way to Oklahoma to support veterans. We'll show you who. The Daily O returns right after this.
Got a computer issue? Meet AB Computers, Stillwater's trusted experts in computer repairs. We understand how important your devices are to you. That's why we offer fast turnaround times, so you're never disconnected for long.
Hello, my name is Roger Smith. I'm the owner of AB Computers here in Stillwater. I offer excellent services for repairs, upgrades, custom build of systems. I do Mac and PC repair. I've got best prices on pretty much everything you can look for.
We service all types of computers, from PCs and gaming rigs to tablets and everything in between. Whatever your tech needs, AB Computers is your one-stop solution. Whether it's a locked screen, a sluggish system, or any other tech trouble, AB Computers has you covered. Visit us at 211 North Perkins Road, Suite number 10, right next to Walmart. Our new location offers easy access and plenty of parking, making it more convenient than ever to get the expert help you need.
Ace in the Bowl salsa started many, many years ago. I was trying to find a recipe to take to a family gathering, and so I started messing around with different recipes, and I took a little bit from here and a little bit from there, and I came up with a salsa that is truly unique. Ace in the Bowl salsa is an olive oil based salsa with tomatoes, green chilies, green onions, and black olives. There's no sugar added, it's gluten free, low calorie, low carb, low fat, low sodium. So it's a very, very, very good alternative to any snack you may want. As of right now, I'm just looking to be in Oklahoma and having a successful business within the state. If my grandkids could ever take it over when they're old enough, that would be my dream.
Oklahoma homeowners may now qualify for up to $10,000 in grant money to make their homes more storm resistant. The program, run by the Oklahoma Insurance Department through its OK Ready initiative, covers mitigation upgrades such as re-roofing or reinforcement to meet the Fortified Home Standard for high wind and hail protection. Eligible homeowners must own and occupy a single-family residence, have active home ownership insurance, and, if applicable, wind or flood insurance, and choose a certified evaluator and contractor before starting the work. The grant is paid directly to the contractor once work is completed. If you're interested, check the official OK Ready website for current zip code eligibility and application deadlines. Funds are limited and will be awarded on a first-come, first-served basis.
A high-octane charity event is returning to Pryor, Oklahoma this week, and it's bringing WWE Hall of Famer Sergeant Slaughter with it. The Wrestling for Heroes convention will be running November 14th through 16th at the Mays County Event Center. More than just wrestling, the event is dedicated to supporting our veterans. Proceeds benefit the Oklahoma Freedom Flight, a nonprofit offering all expenses paid trips for veterans of all eras. Attendees can expect autograph sessions with past and present pro wrestlers, live matches, photo ops, and merchandise. Each ticket and cameo help raise money for the cause.
Let's go back to Grayson in the Weather Center. I know you're checking the radar. Any rain in our future?
Well, guys, unfortunately, it does look like it's going to be pretty dry throughout the next couple days into the weekend, but let's take a look. As we can see, the rest of tonight, we have no rain in our forecast, and as we keep going on into the weekend, we'll see that Friday comes. We will also see that the day will go on and we will have nothing that is rolling by us. Even going into early in the weekend, when we go to Saturday, we are still going to have clear skies, a little bit of cloud coverage, but nothing that really should damper your mood or damper what you're doing. A couple things to look out for this weekend, though, as we go into it. We're going to have cloud coverage, like we said, clouds rolling throughout Stillwater. And there's also going to be some cold lows. Like we said, we've had highs of 80s, but in the mornings it will be 40 in the 50 range. And then there are a small chance of showers on Sunday, maybe looking about 10%. But that's it, so let's head back to the desk.
Thanks, Grayson. When we return after 43 days, the government shutdown is finally over.
And new Epstein emails causing more controversy. The Daily O returns right after this.
We would design something, it was set on the counter, and people was either, if enough of them said, you know, this isn't it never made it to the line. Dad was excited that they're all original. They were all designed on Mom's kitchen table, and it gets in your blood after a while.
We're very happy that Pamela and Michael have taken over the business and kept the family going.
We took the business over in 2017. When we found that it was available, we wanted to keep the legacy of family alive, but it was also incredible products that deserved to be a part of Made in Oklahoma's story. We were a part of Made in Oklahoma years ago, and so it kind of grew as Made in Oklahoma grew.
Oklahoma is ingrained into everything that we did. We've been here most of our life. That's what we entailed our whole business on, was the Oklahoma homegrown feeling.
Deep Fork Foods started in 2014. We started off with our nut products, and now we produce everything from jarred products to cookie mixes and pancake mixes and dried products for people, as well as our spice blends. Now we produce over 168 different products for ourselves and about 20 to 30 other companies in Oklahoma.
I'm Cindy Stewart. I'm one of the owners of Deep Fork Foods. We've gone from just making our own stuff and doing just small things to being able to co-pack and work with other companies and individuals within Oklahoma and across the United States as well.
I'm just really thankful for the journey that we've had so far and really look forward to the future where we're taking Deep Fork Foods and being able to provide more value for Oklahoma and its economy, as well as all the people within the state.
I love the opportunities that being in a food business provides. I absolutely love sharing food and good stories with people, so this just gives us another connection. And I can't wait to see where this path takes us with it.
After 43 days and no ground game for either side, the government is officially back open for business. The U.S. House has approved a bill to reopen the federal government, voting 222 to 209 on the measure after returning to session for the first time in weeks. The legislation funds agencies through January 30th, restores back pay for hundreds of thousands of federal workers, and addresses critical programs like food aid and air travel operations. Still, it does not include an extension of the enhanced health insurance subsidies under the Affordable Care Act, a key demand from Democrats. The bill does come with a handshake agreement to vote on health care issues in December, but many Democrats are concerned they don't have something more concrete.
A new slew of documents has spilled fresh light on the connections between Jeffrey Epstein and the elite. Among more than 20,000 pages of emails released by the U.S. House Oversight Committee, Epstein claims that Donald Trump knew of it, referring to abuse of minors, and that Trump had come to my house many times during that period. In other correspondence, Epstein writes that Bill Clinton was never ever on his private island and attempts to distance him from wrongdoing. The documents also reveal direct email exchanges between Epstein and Prince Andrew, in which the prince insists, "I know nothing about any of these allegations," and asks Epstein to ensure statements make that clear. While these emails do not constitute proof of criminal charges, they raise serious questions about the knowledge and connections of powerful figures. The committee now faces pressure to release even more documents for full transparency.
The IRS is boosting retirement plan contribution limits in 2026, allowing Americans to put more money in their 401k and individual retirement accounts. The tax agency announced the new contribution thresholds adjust account limits annually to account for inflation without these increases. People saving for retirement would have a harder time sheltering income from taxes and inflation, even with the IRS raising retirement savings limits each year to keep pace with inflation. Many Americans still feel financially unprepared for life after their working lives end. A Goldman Sachs report published last month found that 42% of working Americans from Gen Z through Gen X have no disposable income left after covering basic living expenses. With so many households stretched thin, relatively few workers can take full advantage of tax advantage plans. Vanguard found that only 14% of Americans contributed the maximum amount to their 401ks in 2024.
The end of the nation's longest government shutdown means food assistance for 42 million Americans should be restored after a nearly 2-week halt. But the damage from the days of delays might prove longer lasting. The deal cut by Congress to reopen the government funds SNAP through September 2026. Crystal Fitzsimmons, the president of the Food Research and Action Center, is nervous that the program could be used again as a negotiation tactic. Fitzsimmons said ideally she'd like to see lawmakers pass a bill to ensure there is no future delay in SNAP benefits, even in a government shutdown. Many citizens are reporting a lingering sense of anxiety and a lack of trust regarding SNAP benefits following the shutdown. Some advocates also worry the SNAP distribution will dissuade people who face hunger from getting help.
The body of a missing miner since Saturday from a flooded West Virginia coal mine has been found and identified as Steve Lipscomb. Crews discovered the miner's body this morning at 7:30 a.m., just about an hour and a half after the water levels inside Nicholas County's Rolling Thunder mine finally receded enough for them to safely enter and explore it. Dive teams previously researched for Lipscomb inside the mine multiple times, but the sheer volume of the flooding meant investigations on foot were difficult or impossible, and some of the tunnels could not be accessed.
Did a sloppy start hold back Cowboy basketball last night? Mason Humpner is in the Sports Corner with how the Pokes battled in GAA right after this.
My name's Dennis Abernathy. Lived here since 1968, and I consider myself one of Stillwater's oldest original family jewelers. Here at Dennis the Jeweler, we're more about personal service. My father always told me that anybody can sell the jewelry, and what we're doing is completely different, learning to do the repair work. That is one thing that will keep your business alive, because anybody can sell it, but not anybody can fix it. To me, jewelry is very, very personal. Every piece of jewelry has its own story, and I get to hear hundreds of stories from my clients, which I love to hear. There's always a story with it. I mean, you buy a piece of jewelry for a show of appreciation, a sign of love. There are a lot of different aspects for jewelry when you purchase it.
My wife lived east of here, about 35, 40 miles, something like that, over at Lamont. I was dating her from over at Alba when we were going to college. I knew about the well then. It was a great well. It was great water. I'd stop there, stick my head under it, wake up, drive on home, that kind of thing. And people talked about bottling this water. And so that's why I started thinking about doing that. And so in 2003, the property come up for sale. And so we started working on that, had the opportunity to buy it. The hopes are when folks drink our water is that they'll drink it for a few days and find out the difference. They'll start feeling better because there's been no chemical in our water. There's a list of good things that we have. We don't have any bad things in it. This company means a lot to me because I guess we started it from scratch. And to be able to have it where it's at today, I don't see this as the end at all. I see the future of Divine Water as being worldwide, which will bring outside dollars into the state. It means a lot to me because I started it, I guess, and our family started it.
Welcome back to the Daily O. Come on in and sit on down because you are in the Sports Corner. I'm Mason Humpner. Let's talk sports. Cowboy basketball took the court last night against Prairie View A&M, who traveled up from Houston. And Austin Lyon shows us while it wasn't pretty, the Pokes can still come out victorious.
For the second straight season, Cowboy basketball is 3-0. After a rocky start to the game, the Cowboys stepped up, led by Victorious Miller's career-high 30-point performance.
Shots were falling, so they kept feeding me. Appreciate to my teammates.
By the physicality in the paint, led by Parsafala's 10 points and Robert Jennings' 8 rebounds, the Pokes dominated the second half. From breakaway dunks by Isaiah Coleman to fan favorite Mekhi Ragland getting the crowd going, all roads led to a Pokes Wednesday night win as they defeated Prairie View A&M 94-67.
I'm sure it'll be a little different emotions, but at the end of the day, as much as I love those guys at Corpus, my job is to figure out a way to win on Sunday, and you know that's the most important thing.
The Cowboys will be back inside GIA at 1 p.m. on Sunday to face Coach Lutz's former team, Corpus Christi A&M. Reporting from Gallagher-Iba Arena, Austin Lyon, The Daily O.
Oklahoma State men's tennis Derek Pham took home the UTR Stillwater title earlier this morning. The Cowboys dominated on their home court all week long, leading to a semifinal of only orange and black. Junior Derek Pham, who's one of OSU's longest tenured Cowboys, was cruising all week long, taking the title and sweeping the sets 6-2 and 6-0. Cowboys only suffered one loss during the group stages and only dropped one set in its 11 wins. Wow! Pokes returned to close out their fall slate at the UTR, Waco, and the Austin M25 from November 17th to the 23rd. And it's been 50 days since the historic firing of Mike Gundy. And of course, everyone's constantly been asking, who's next? And today, President Jim Hess finally peeled back the curtain just a little bit.
I can promise you this, OSU will have a great football coach very, very soon. And our opportunities ahead of us are great, but I can promise you that OSU will again achieve greatness in football.
You say very, very soon. What do you mean by that?
Very, very soon.
You mean before the end of the season, very, very soon?
I would say before Santa Claus came.
Huh. How about that? After 2 seasons with no Big 12 wins, it better be like Nick Saban with a big old orange bow on his head. But here's a little stocking stuffer for you. Postseason action continues for the Cowboys and Cowgirls cross country tomorrow at the NCAA Midwest Regional Meet. Cowboys looking to make a statement on their home turf as the 1 seed, and Cowgirls jumping back inside the top 10 as the 9 seed. At last year's regional meet, OSU swept both team titles. Cowboy Dennis Kippengetich enters as the back-to-back regional champion and looks to do it again. The top 2 teams from each region, plus an additional 14 at-large bids, will advance to the NCAA championships in Missouri on November 22nd. And due to predicted high temperatures, start times have been moved up, with the women running at 9 a.m. and the men running at 10. Well, that's all we have today from the Sports Corner, but don't touch that mouse. Bob Ross's art still doing good after 30 years after his death. Addison and Reagan have it right after this.
I'm Travis Taylor. I'm the general manager for the Hotel Indigo Tulsa Downtown. I have a real good understanding of the food scene in Tulsa, and I've loved to see the way it's evolved over the years, and I'm glad to be part of it.
My name's Kevin Kyle. I'm the executive chef. I started here, the idea was to do something local. Everything that we try to do has Oklahoma products.
Tulsa is a big oil boom when we were the oil capital in the early 1900s. How Route 66 put Tulsa on the map. And the menu around that was, well, what would an oil worker take out in their lunchbox? That's how Prospect kind of came from.
We never get crazy busy, so we can do a lot of different things with food. And we can do things like wine dinners and have local dinners. We have a private dining room that people can come.
I think being at the heart of the old Route 66 has kind of weighed into us getting a lot of different things brought in from different areas of the United States. When I taste something on our menu for the first time, the first thing I go is, that's Tulsa.
My name's Kayla. I've been here since the beginning, so 4 years. Scratch is more focused on farm and mostly made in Oklahoma products, keeping it local. Sustainability is our biggest thing. That's one of the reasons why this place opened.
I've been the chef here at Scratch for 2.5 years. Started here as a line cook. Our food and drinks are a bit separate entities almost inside the restaurant. So the food is now up to 85% of the products we bring in are raised or grown locally. It's all based off of things that I grew up eating in southern Oklahoma, things my grandparents ate.
About fresh food, clean food, organic food, sustainability, that's all of our thing. From front of house to back of house, we're able to maintain both with freshness. But made in Oklahoma means we get it straight from the farms that are 20, 30 minutes, another little county away. We get it straight from them.
One fan took it too far at the Wicked for Good movie premiere last night. Kennedy Quayle has that in our A-List update. Kennedy?
That's right, Reagan. The Wicked for Good movie premiere in Singapore took a turn when a fan charged at Ariana Grande. The video went viral on social media, showing a man in a white shirt sprinting towards Grande and turning to grab her. Cynthia Erivo, who plays Elphaba, stepped in between the man and Grande to shield her. The fan has been identified as Johnson Wynn, who goes by Pajama Man online. He is known for crashing red carpet events and even posted on his Instagram a video of the incident, writing, "Dear Ariana Grande, thank you for letting me jump on the yellow carpet with you." That's all from me. Back to you guys at the desk.
Trio of original Bob Ross paintings sold this week for over $600,000 at auction, and every dollar is going to support America's public television stations. The works, titled Winter's Peace, Home in the Valley, and Cliffside, far surpass their estimated values. Winter's Peace alone fetched about $318,000, while the other two brought in roughly $229,000 and $114,000 respectively. They were the first of 30 Ross originals being auctioned by his estate in partnership with distributor American Public Television, with 100% of the net proceeds pledged to help stations facing severe funding cuts.
Well, before we go, let's go back to the Weather Center where Grayson Buchanan has our 7-day forecast. Grayson?
Thanks, guys. Just like we said, it is getting a little warmer. As we saw today, it was around the 80 mark. And as we continue all throughout the week, we see these high temperatures just stay. We do get in the lows of the 40s and the 50s, but as this week goes, we mainly just see sun and higher temperatures. Well, guys, just like Bob Ross said, I don't believe in mistakes. Just happy little accidents.
I believe that. I believe that.
I actually have a Bob Ross fun fact for you. Did you know that he was a drill instructor?
The more you know. All right, well, that's a look at today's headlines. Thank you for joining us.
Make sure to check out the Daily O tomorrow and the rest of the week for the latest happening here in Stillwater and across the state. For the Daily O, I'm Reagan Lee.
And I'm Addison McBride. Have a great night, everyone.